that storm. Oh my goodness. That is insane.
Hello.
What's up, guys? This is Hailey and Mom, and we're back in Subnautica Below Zero to look at more updates. So here we go. Let it begin again.
Are you sure you want to go through the storm? If you crash, we can't come back for you.
No, I need cover from Altera satellites.
Boom! Out we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. It's on fire now? Definitely updates. Here we go.
Approaching 45-46 speed.
Yes,
Surface
we are.
temperatures.
Oh, jeez.
Life pod deployed.
Oh, the little details. So many little details. Here we go. And bam. Did you see all those little details? The smoke when the life pod broke off from us. Like the electricity right now. We're gonna have a fire. Right, fires. Yep, there's the fire. Get out, Robin. Kick that door down. Bam. Ooh. Okay, come on. Oh, and it's on the ground again.
45-46 speed.
Nice.
Enjoy your stay.
Let's slow this down just a little so we can see this beautiful, burning, flaming asteroid here that we are going to hide behind. Probably because the asteroid's size basically blocks us as a signal on the radar, right?
Approaching 45-46
Oh, look
speed.
at that, red hot.
Surface temperatures. Life pod deployed.
Bam! We've got sparks inside our life pod now. You see the smoke of it, us, probably from our engines, actually, that smoke. So our life pod is on fire now. Oh, and that happened so quick. That is awesome. Look at that upgrade. If Sam left any traces, I'll find them. I'll start with that doodle she sent me. Okay, let's see if they actually have a picture now. Ooh, we do. Look at this. That looks like the new glacial basin entrance dock. Well, this is much better. It's on the ground. It blew up fantastically. Now it's not on fire, but still freaking amazing. Look at the debris still there and everything. Doesn't disappear like last time. Okay, so something is working, and I never actually noticed if it worked before, but it's happening now. We are at level 40 for our cold. Oh, look at that. These guys warm us up now. I don't know if that's been happening for a while or not, but these guys warm us up now. Okay, so aside from this picture being here now with Sam's location, there is nothing else changed to the immediate PDA entries you get in the beginning of the game. So these are flashing now. They weren't flashing before. Oh, that's updated. So this is broadcasting his distress call, I'm going to assume. These ones here, because they were not flashing before. That's new. They're all flashing. This one's flashing too. And that sound when you go past them now? Fingers crossed that they have changed the Sanctuary Zero. Nothing. Oh, there it is. Well, sadly, this has not changed in dialogue. I was really hoping they had either like cut it out or changed it, but let's, not this time, not this update. Here we have a new one here in the PDA though, related to this finally, which is good. It's called a curious incident. While responding to the distress call, I experienced a neurological event. I blacked out. I heard voices. Perhaps there's a problem with my oxygen tank. Or it was something I ate. Maybe it was my PDA. That's right, Cal. If you hear this, I'm admitting maybe I should have upgraded my PDA. I can't believe for a moment I thought, no, I'm not even going to say it. I should head back to my life pod for a rest and take stock of things. So whatever they're going to change this dialogue to between us and Alan when he gets in our head, we're going to think that basically we are hallucinating it and experienced it just in our head. So, interesting. Oh, we've got a voice. Oh, we understand this arrangement is undesirable to you. You're not real. Go away. We're very sorry, but we cannot go until we have another body to go to. As soon as a more suitable form is available, we will migrate to it. Or you'll disappear if I ignore you. We cannot do that. Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there? One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct. If it will make you more comfortable, I can use the singular. Oh yes, that's what was bothering me. Thank you. I will give you more time to process. Oh, so we get new dialogue presented to us from Alan after he gets in our head. Okay, this here is our quantum locker. So we're going to release this. And we are going to put some stuff in it. The supplies here to make Alan at the end. We're going to put this into the quantum locker. And then we have another quantum locker on us, and we are going to check later if we can access these items with my other quantum locker. Okay, we came back to the life pod. We've got another one. Do you have any questions for me? No. Please, I'll do my best to answer. But I must warn you, some memory data was lost in the download process. Yours or mine? I cannot recall. Very funny. Funny? Alright, voice in my head. If you won't go away, tell me, who are you? I am of the people your kind calls architects. The architects? The precursor race? What a thing to hallucinate. You are not hallucinating. My problems began approximately 1,000 years of your time ago when we, billions of us, were infected with Ka-Ra bacterium. Are you familiar with it? It killed millions, potentially billions. How did you survive? I was sent here to conduct research towards a vaccine. Things went wrong. My body was infected before I could complete my work. I uploaded my conscious to storage. And then what? I waited. For 1,000 years? Undisturbed? No, I was rather bothered by it. I had hoped to find a solution, a cure, a way home. None came, and then the power began to fail. And then me. Yes, I really must thank you. The fate of my species is in your hands. Okay, now I need a moment to process. That is awesome! That is awesome! Holy macaroni! So this is kind of cute because, like, look here. He says funny, but then as you go down, where is it? For 1,000 years, undisturbed? No, I was rather bothered by it. That, to me, has that little ring of a dad joke. I love that. This is awesome. This is so amazing. So basically, Robin, like, hears a distress call, follows it, finds... I can't wait till they change that actual experience in Sanctuary Zero to the new one. Because, you know, basically whatever happens in there, I don't know yet, but whatever happens, Robin thinks she's going crazy and that she's hallucinating. And then we get this conversation and we get to, like, architects. Like, could you imagine if you went to find your sister and then, you know, you answer a distress call and then next thing you know, you have, like, the last architect of a species in your head and the fate of them is in your hands? Like, I agree. I would need a moment to process. I'd need a few moments. I'd need a few days. This is awesome. What a great update, guys. Oh, we're getting a call. He says that was a good idea. And Robin says, thanks, I'm pretty proud of myself. That's coming out of order. Where does that go in? Because we didn't talk about our idea yet. So what is supposed to be the proper trigger for something in between there? Here we go for Marg. Bam. Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds. Alright, they changed it. I'm not with Altera. Then your position is doubly precarious. What do you mean? If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, they'll be held to pay. Wait. Who are you? Stay off my land. Awesome. So we knew that Marg had new dialogue, but they hadn't changed it in the text that appeared on the screen, and now they have. So that's an update for Marg. Okay, so last time I found this with Emmanuel and Fred. It comes from the PDA that's in this base on Rocket Island. So the PDA here is where you find the conversation between Manu and Fred. Getting scolded yet not scolded, you know. Passive-aggressive bosses, eh? What can we say? We have metal salvage in the game now? This was never here before. metal salvage, which it makes sense. It was in original Subnautica, but I have never seen metal salvage thrown about beside the ship's wreckages yet. That is interesting. Is that going to be for something specific? No, here's another one. Metal salvage. So we have metal salvage in the game. And these, I'm pretty sure all of these little things are new flowers. I don't remember seeing these guys before. These ones here or these. There we go. That's what we needed. The green. Look at this. The contrast of the purple with the green on the walls. And I swear these start to flash when you go by them. If you watch, they're green, and then as soon as you go past them, they start to flash. And if you scan these guys, they're the hive plant. So I am pretty sure that they, I don't know, but they're only down here where Marg's base is.
I told you
Oh,
not to
there it
follow
is.
me, Altera.
Okay, so her audio her audio triggers normally when you're going towards her base. So she tells us her code. And I feel like this is going to be the same inside as well with Fluffy jumping on us. We're home! Yep, there you are, Fluffy. So this is all the same then. They haven't changed this part. Oh, wait. I told you to stay off my land. You trained a stalker? Next time I'll let him tear you to ribbons, Altera. I'm not with Altera. I'm Robin Ayu. I'm looking for information about my sister Sam. Did you know her? Bull crap. I suggest you take the time you need to come to your senses and then get off my sea base. If you're not Altera, why don't you disable that damn tracking satellite tower instead of hacking into my sea base? Maybe then we can talk. So they have changed it. Look, she even does a completely different cinematic. Like, she doesn't sit down, right? There's no white tablet. So they changed how she responds to you, and then she basically is like, get off, and she goes off in there. So what does she want? She wants you to come to your senses and wants you to disable the tracking satellite tower instead of hacking into my sea base. So there's a different objective that she wants from you. That's interesting. We do have different dialogue in here. She just disappears. I didn't follow her fast enough to see what she does. Oh well. Marg's gone. Sorry, puppy, your mama left you. Also, you are a little... I don't think... I don't think you're supposed to be this way, buddy. I think you got a little bit of a problem going on. I think you hooked yourself on the plant or something, bud. Poor dude. Well, that looks a little weird. But the rest of it was all completely different. That is awesome. That is a new experience in Marg's base. Here's the picture that matches what Sam gave us. We've got this here in the glacial basin. And here's our picture. So this is our clue for her location. These are new flowers. Look at this. Does it have something we could scan? Not yet. Not those ones. Let's check out the tall purple guys. Anything? Nope, nothing scannable yet. So these are brand new Flora designs. Four satellite radios. One on Rocket Island, one down there at the entrance of the glacial basin, one there at the dock, and another one up here. 4 so far before you even hit the bridge. Bam, there's another one. 5. Oh, we've got an animation when they knock us off our snowbox. That happens now. Oh, look at that leap. Oh, goodness. Oh, man, that's ominous. Look at that. He won't stop chasing me. We got a call. This is useful. With additional data, we may be able to construct an alternative organic storage medium. I would really love it if you could stop referring to me as a storage medium. Oh, geez, you got me. Not you, your body. Oh, Lord, I'm getting overwhelmed. Samantha is your sister? Was my sister. She died. And she was here when she died? Yes, I came here to find out what happened to her. I have been looking through your files. What? You have correspondence with her that I cannot read. That's private. Why are some of the messages scrambled? Blacked out. You shouldn't be reading any of my messages. But can you read these messages? I thought you were in my mind, not my PDA. I have access to all of your data. Great. Do you have access to all of your data? I don't want to talk about it. That's new. That's a conversation. We had our first conversation with Alan about our sister, triggered by the life pod, I'm guessing. He just randomly comes out of nowhere and says Samantha is your sister. Look at that. This somehow has gotten itself frozen in the middle of whatever it was doing. Like, this game was started with a save after the intro, so I don't know what's going on here, but hey, random. This is new. There are bones here. I can't scan them. I don't know what kind of bones there are, but there are bones here in the glacial basin now. There's some here. There's some more up here. Like, what does that mean? More here? Oh, is this just supposed to be a stalker den? And they've added bones of the victims now? These are the lights or the plants where if you shine light on them, they glow. And they'll be lit up for you. Alright, we found it. This is the teleporter, the command teleporter. The one where if we insert our ion cube here, will take us to the Snowfox hover base. So it looks like this is one of the places where we're going to find a purple tablet fragment. And the entrance to this guy is right here off of the Arctic Spires, one of the iceworm zones. So that's where it is. I remember seeing the one at Snowfox Base and thinking, what is that going to be for? Now this is where it goes. But it seems like this one is the only one you can control it from, and so this goes to the other. I don't think the other had a controller for a ion cube. Bam! Here we are at Snowfox Base. There we go. Okay, I really didn't think I'd see much with Omega Base, but it appears that the pin code is gone, and now we have this unfinished panel. And we can open it. So, did they do any other changes to this place, other than that minor thing? I'm getting a call from Alan. Oh, this is new. This installation looks like a laboratory, but it has been destroyed. Was a laboratory. Rather worse for the wear now. Do you think your sister had something to do with it? She was a roboticist. This is a biology lab. I meant with the destruction of the lab. Oh, no, I can't imagine Sam ever doing something like that. Are humans so predictable? Not all humans, just Sam. So this is going to be some spot on our journey of searching for our sister. We are going to come here and have that conversation with Alan. Oh, we've got a new thing here. Oh, awesome. I went to Marg's greenhouse. Damn satellite hasn't passed by in a while. You have anything to do with that? Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions and old wire. She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Altera through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then she surprised me. Maybe a little too much. Meaning? If you really want to know, go see for yourself. I'll point you in the right direction. Awesome! You need anything else? Don't bother me. Haha. Awesome! And it's not... You can't see it, but obviously we're going to have a ball that she's tossing me that I tossed to the Snowstalker. But you can help yourself to the greenhouse. Least I can do to repay you for getting those goons off my back. Awesome! So what I'm gathering so far, we trigger the first encounter with Marg at the Rocket Island. We find her base, and that triggers our second encounter with her, where we get the idea that she's met our sister. We do something with the satellites, and, you know, some sort of task we're going to be given to basically keep it from flying over. And then we come to her greenhouse, and we get some more direction and another encounter with Marg. Hey Fluffy, how you doing, buddy? You're looking a little bit less stretched over here now. Yep. Oh, that feeling of falling. Really? I just did that? There's supposed to be water. That'd be hilarious. A human just falls out of the sky, dies in the middle of a bunch of penguins, and they're just like, what? 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 And then they eat me, because you've seen the teeth on those things. And this is like the new area where the Snow Fox base is. Glacial Basin is completely different. And I think it looks better. So that would make sense that she sends us this picture. We go up through here. And bam, we find Snow Fox base over here. And it's damaged. So I feel like we have to be able to get some sort of clue from here. What if she was, you know, quote unquote inside it, according to Altera, where they're like, send out notice of death, she's dead, blah 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 blah. But she just went through the phase gate. Who knows at this point what's sapient life? Oh, this is a new one, guys. Perfect. Okay, I knew I should come here. This must be her base. Alright, Fred. Hey there, Sam. Oh, hey there, Penguin buddy. Hi, Fred. What brings you this way? Fred must be the guy. Ooh. Fred, I was just passing by. Lillian wants a hand with the deep dive out in the bridges. Fred, you know, I think she's right. There is some weird stuff out there. The clicking sound? An SOS. I heard it with my own ears. So you think she's right? There's intelligent life down there? Sapient life. And I don't know. I'll leave that to you scientist types. This scientist is more at home with these penguins, but if my sister was here, she'd be all over this. Wait, are you telling me you're not the brains in the family? Oh, my family has many different brains, like a hydra? Well, acting silly hisses like a snake. Okay, yeah, actually, I like that analogy. Makes it hard to get along sometimes, but it's never dull. We have a new message from Fred. Fred must be the guy that Sam was, you know, into. If we followed in sequence, what I'm guessing is that we're going to find the entrance that matches our picture. We're going to come up and walk to this base, check out this here, which tells us about the SOS, and that will lead us to go look down in the twisty bridges, the deep bridges, and then we are going to find that SOS, find Alan. This is definitely Sam's base, and it's damaged, so I feel like that has something to do with them telling us she's dead, and fingers crossed, because there's a phase gate there and everything, like maybe, fingers crossed, she isn't dead. Keep calm. Kitty on. Let's pull out the quantum locker and test it. Can't drop items here. Use storage containers instead. Let's try to use it just outside in the water then. It is a floating container, so. There we go. Oh, you hear that little click? Yeah, look at that, guys. I put these into this locker, or the first of these two lockers, at my base, which is 1,800 meters away. Here we are in water. We just got it. We just accessed it. That's awesome. And then we can pick it up. I want to pick it up. And that is the quantum locker. That is freaking awesome. That is super useful if there are certain things that you always need to be able to access, right? Like purple tablets and stuff like that. If you want inventory space, you just have your quantum locker on you and you can store extra stuff there. That's brilliant. Badass. Okay, so nothing has changed with fabricating Alan yet. Sad, but true. So based on the PDA entries and what I've read so far, this is the order of things that I think it's going in. You land, you go to your life pod first, because basically she says I'm going to go and get settled, and then I'll go based on the doodle that Sam has for me. So at this point, you get that doodle out and you go searching for it, but you basically come over here to the entrance to the glacial basin and you say, hey, that's right here. That's this picture. So you come up here, and then you come over this way, go through the tunnel, so you end up over here. Basically leads you up all these little stairs, and you find this base. Because in this base, we have our first PDA. So this is where we get our first PDA, which is Fred and Sam talking about sapient life. And this is where Fred mentions that Lillian wanted a hand with a deep dive out in the bridges, right? Okay, so now we have found Sam's base, but we still don't know where she is. But that PDA also mentions an SOS down in the water. So then that would lead us to these guys, the distress beacon, and we will hear the SOS. Oh, that's loud, yeah. And then we find Alan. So then we've got Alan in our head. We go back to our life pod, and we trigger some more conversation with him. Now, I don't know exactly what it is yet, but somewhere between this and Rocket Island, because when you get to Rocket Island, he says, this was a good idea, and you say, thanks. So at some point in your exploration, I assume, of the beginning of the game, you get something, or you talk to him about going to Rocket Island. After you've triggered Marg, you've got Alan in your head, and you find the PDA in here, which is the one about Emmanuel and Fred getting in trouble. So in this one, Fred gets mentioned that it appears you brought Lil rather far out from her base. She needed to go deep. She needed a sea truck. So Fred took Lil, and we assume Sam, out into the deep twisty bridges. What they discovered down there, we don't know yet. I don't have anything that tells me that. And then after that, we so far just have a conversation that we have with Alan about Sam. And that's the only other thing we have there. Now, in the sense of a tracking satellite that I disable at some point for Marg, because we encounter Marg here. We still got this here, an Altera communications tower. So I have a feeling I'm supposed to do something to this. But yeah, so after we encounter Marg here, we go down to her base. We have that encounter there. And then we have another encounter with her at the greenhouse where she says something about pointing out my sister to me. So what's that going to mean? And then we also have that encounter down at Omega Base now, which basically implies somewhat that maybe Sam was part of destroying that base. Thank you guys for coming with me on this mini update here. They added a bunch of new little stuff. We've got more of a path that we can follow so far. I bet you there's going to be another update in a few days, a week, if that. And we're going to have more answers to more of my questions. And more PDA entries, hopefully. And maybe they'll finally change the part where we get Alan in our head and the part where we build him. Or something. I don't really care what they change. I love every single little bit that is changing. So I wonder, I have a feeling like this might be the communication tower that I'm supposed to disable, but there have technically been 5 or 6 of them that I've seen so far, so we shall have to see. Thanks for coming along on this journey. Please hit the like, share, or subscribe if you feel so inclined. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it. It matters a lot to us new creators when you guys do that. Your time is extremely valuable, so thank you for watching. Be kind, stay legendary, and may the Triforce always be with you. Hylian Mom out. Mother frickin' shuttle, what are you for? We just want to know, what are you for?